Hi, everybody. So
Hi.
Erin and I are together today, and we're going to be doing something about the ETs. Erin has prepared something very special. They are here. So it's time for us to start getting ready to actually see them in the flesh. So we're quite excited about that. And I've had a few of those little glimpses, but we have to prepare our mind to be ready because they're ready right now. And I'm really excited for this presentation that Erin has ready for us. And she is great at talking to the ETs, calling down the ships, and everything else. So take it away, Erin. I'm excited.
So excited. Thank you so much for having me. They are so excited. I mean, they're jumping up and down right now. Like they're like, dun, da, da, da. Like they're
Yes.
pretty funny. And I just hear it, we have arrived. And
Yes.
they are so excited. They're so excited.
They are excited.
Uh,
They're ready to talk to us.
they are.
Yeah.
And they are showing themselves because we are vibrating faster, because our realm is vibrating faster. It's much easier for them to, they're still having to lower their vibration to kind of show themselves in this density, depending on where you're at, but they're able to do it a lot easier now, just with the shift, and we're able to see them easier because we're vibrating faster. So the skies are packed. I mean, packed
Mhm.
from this density and all the way, up. And I've been seeing them with and through my third eye for it's probably been almost like 4 years now. Somewhere, I don't know. I'm really bad with time. And they want everyone to know that they are here, they're ready to have these interactions for the people who are ready. And it is not about, oh, I'll see it when I believe it, right? They've inverted that. It's believing it is seeing it. So getting our mind right, our body right, to be able to see them is because they don't want to freak us out, and they don't want to interfere with our free will. So they're asking me to remind everyone that if you are ready to have these type of experiences and these contacts, start asking them.
Mhm.
And a really great way to start that kind of process of, really calling them in is get grounded and getting, outside. Start looking up.
Mhm.
Always look up. I'm looking up all the time, and I've been lucky that I get to catch so many things, and now I have that communication where they're like, hey, we're coming, come outside right now. And so getting grounded and also getting excited. Watch something that's funny, or connecting with nature, playing with your animal, whatever you can do right before you go to make contact to raise your vibration and to get yourself into that headspace. It makes it easier on both parties for everybody to come forward. And if you have an active third eye, if you're opening your third eye, they're saying right now we're making ourselves available also in other densities as well. So you can start practicing through your third eye to see them, which is, the best to start really with meditation. You can add in some, breath work. Um, Joe Dispenza talks about a really good exercise that you breathe in and um, you expand your belly when you breathe. And then as you exhale, imagine and envision the energy rising up, and then tighten your muscles. So your lower abdominals, your upper abdominals, and then imagine all that energy rising up, and then focus on your third eye as you hold that inhale in. And that helps move your energy up. So everything you want to do is think about moving your energy up into your third eye and opening.
Mhm.
And I know we talked about sun gazing a little bit last time, which is amazing. Were you able to see some of the eclipse today, by the way?
Yeah, it was fabulous. And what I did is I closed one eye and I looked through like this right
Yeah.
here so that I could see, because a lot of brightness was because there was very lots of trails of what were up there. And I so I needed to focus, and that really worked, and it was fabulous, and I could see it, and it looked like kind of magenta came out, like
Yes.
a little bit orange but also very pink, you know and it was,
Yeah. And
wow.
lavender.
Yeah, lavender. Some people got pictures of the lavender hue, and
Oh,
mine was
wow.
more orange, like it was like a little bit pink, but almost like a 1980s color, like it was
Oh, cool.
yeah. But it
They're
was
like
great,
one
and
of
I
the new
just kept
colors.
at it, so, and it didn't hurt my eyes.
Yeah.
Eyes are fine.
No.
Yeah.
No, not at all. I was surprised, like nobody was outside here. I'm on the West Coast. And I just kind of did, through my hand this way. And they didn't really spray out here because it was, it was only partial. I
Yeah.
don't think they were that worried about it. So it was, bright, clear skies. And it was really, I mean, like lilac and violet. It was amazing the hue that was coming out. But I was actually shocked at how bright it was.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
Extremely bright.
Yeah. Yeah. And this video we had actually been trying to make, and it got postponed twice. And it just so happened, divine timing, that the galactics are here, really want to come forward today. And it's on this day of the eclipse and the shift and the new age, which is the age of Aquarius.
Mhm.
Also the age of the dragon, all the things, it's all lining up right now. So just the
Yeah,
quickening is happening.
it is. The quickening is definitely happening. And the door
Yes.
is open.
Yeah.
So we opened the door today, and the ETs want us to walk through it and to let go of the resistance that we've had.
Mhm.
So I'm really excited. And I'm excited to see this video. There's lots of,
Yes, I know. Should we do the video now and then we can
yeah,
check?
let's do the video.
Okay. So I'm going to share my screen. You got it?
Got it. Yep.
All right. Here we go. So guys, this is really what the matrix looks like, or a grid. And there are many grids. This is the way the energy moves. Just you'll see why I'm putting these in. The toroidal fields of energy, the circles, overlapping circles. You can see how intricate all of this is. And they're just, everything is moving. Nothing is as physical as we think it is. And this I have been able to see in my third eye for quite a few years now. But this is about the past 3 weeks, I've been able to capture it on video.
So beautiful.
And this is actually just from my phone. And so if you look closely, you can see the other side and the toroidal field of how these energy bubbles move. And this energy is moving back and forth. And this is pretty much disclosure of also the ether.
Yes, absolutely.
So I know it's hard to hear. So this is different times a day. This is about 6 o'clock in the morning.
I just love it.
They're mesmerizing. And at first I could only really like find it in this one particular area. But as I've been kind of playing with it, and this grid, this has really come out in my third eye. And so you have to get like the right angle, to capture all of this.
Mm-hmm.
but I've been able to get it in a lot of different places now and at all different times of day.
There we go. Gotta get the angle just right.
Mhm.
Hear it at all?
And I've
Yeah, I
been
hear you talking.
third eye
Okay.
for,
You got to get the angle just right, you said.
Yeah.
this is the first time I have been able to capture it on film.
It's fantastic. And it is, I mean, I've seen that out of my third eye. And it's part of, that's the way the magic of the Matrix actually looks as well. So it's discs of magic,
This
Yeah.
is what you feel.
just like in The Last Mimsy. Like that stuff is real.
It
So,
is.
and now we're seeing
that we don't see.
it's fabulous.
Exactly. And this is out in front of this palm tree that's just in my front yard. And, you know, trees are so magical, and why we always say, you know, connect with the tree, hug a tree, sit next to a tree, because they are all light. Basically, this bark is just containing light, and they are, you know, souls, beings. And, you know, the living library, which is something that Barbara Marciniak talked about.
Right.
And something that I had learned from the Galactics is they said, because we have now completely downloaded our crystalline bodies, you can consciously connect with your crystalline body and tune it to the frequency of the living library, to whatever plant or substance may be in the living library that each cell needs in its best and highest good.
Yes.
So,
Absolutely.
because we're taking all these supplements, but you can also do it energetically through the living library. So connecting with trees. About a week and a half ago, this is another way the Galactics can move, right? Can fold space.
Yep.
And can zoom in and out. And in this video, you can see this ship kind of towards the top. My cursor right here.
Oh yeah.
It gets brighter. And the Galactics, so they're showing, wanting me to say, this is how, one of the ways that we're contributing to the energy coming into your realm. So there are ships here that are actually with their own energies, and this is an organic ship that is actually helping to increase this energy that's coming in.
Mm-hmm. They're really magnifying everything right now.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see it kind of like pouring in from the other side. You know, it's like, this is almost like a visual representation of the Schumann.
Yeah, I absolutely love it. So much fun.
Oh, it's been so fun. So I've been running around at all times of the day with my camera, basically taking, you know, videos and photos of people like nothing.
They're like, what are you doing?
What are you doing, lady?
Oh yeah. Ooh, that was a good shot of it.
Yeah. And it gets really noticeable here towards the end. And I was able to capture a still because, you know, but I'll work with them and they'll say, okay, take it now, take it now. And they've been helping me take still pictures from the videos so I can get kind of the best picture.
Yeah. They really want us to be prepped, you guys. Like, and if you feel your stomach hurt or you're getting really hot, then the ETs are trying to talk to you. And you can use automatic writing if you don't normally get messages that easy to just write down what they said. Oh, that's fabulous.
Yes. So you can see that.
So
That is
Star Trek.
I know. And that is very similar to the scout crafts that I have connected with some groups, and that's similar to the shapes of their craft. This is actually a star being.
Yeah.
So the star beings are another race. And while this video this is a Pleiadian light ship, and they come all different times. They're also organic, and they're organically connected with the captain of the ship. And this isn't the best quality of the video, but it's interesting because you can see the color shift coming up when they zoom out of this density. You can see the whole sky changes color.
Yeah, it's getting more and more purple.
and then boop, and then they're gone. And now it's back to blue.
Because purple is the real color.
Right?
Purplish. Periwinkle.
Right. And this is another Pleiadian lightship. They're just cruising on by. So look up. They're saying, look up. We are here. We are ready to be seen.
Yeah. They're just everywhere.
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 And this is really cool. I think this is the Andromedans. And I was trying to get in close, but I did get some stills. There were balls of light that the Andromedans were like flinging out of this craft.
Love.
And it's morphing, and it almost looks like it's like fire in the middle. I got some pictures at the end, but they come in all different shapes and sizes, and a lot of them are organic, and so they can change. So sometimes they'll appear to myself and someone else completely differently, depending upon what you're ready to see.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of ETs, you actually see them walking down the street, but they look like a human being.
Yes.
So,
And Bashar, Daryl Anka, has actually come out. I guess he's giving steps with contact. And he's saying, go sit in a park and have no expectation. You may be there, and this may take weeks, hours, days, months, but have no expectation and just sit. And I have had 2 encounters though so far, and you know when it is a galactic that is appearing as a human, or it's just they're saying, or we can, they're very similar. There's a lot of races similar.
yeah.
So this is one of the things that we're zinging off.
Cool. Love it.
That is it.
I love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the matrix itself, like the ETs now at this point have a special kind of matrix, like that is buoying them, holding them during all this crazy energy. So it's a place they can almost like dock, is what I would say. That will kind of keep their energy level a little more stable, because the energies have been so nuts. And I could see that over the weekend, that beautiful silver grid for them. And we're in kind of a gold grid. So Earth is in a golden colored grid, and it's gold light is what it is. But the ETs are in more of a silvery grid. And they're so excited. So excited. Yeah.
So excited. And what they're saying is that they really want us to, through meditation, through whatever it is for you, but to start really understanding what our reality is, because it is not physical. And this is part of the game, right? And we control this game through thought, thought, feeling, action. And so really take accountability in however you see it. And people see different grids because there are all sorts of different grids. But getting connected and trying to start to see colors, you can tap on your third eye also to activate. If you haven't done a third eye detox, borax is really great. Moringa. And I said, golden seal, turmeric, charcoal. And a really great thing if you want to do a water cleanse is doing distilled water, because it pulls all of the heavy metals and everything out of your body. So not only doing, in your body, but around all of your soaps or conditioners or, anything that you're putting on your body or using in your home also. That's just to get your third eye detoxed and uncalcified.
Definitely. And then you want to make sure that you're not drinking the tap water too. That needs to be filtered. You don't want any fluoride.
Right. No fluoride. Or in your toothpaste either.
No.
New.
So, I'm so excited though, because they've been really happy, also extraordinarily busy. But I
Yes.
could see when I went out to look at the eclipse, how many, the whole like sky was blanketed with this like white grayish gunk, but there were little clouds all over, and there were like thousands of ETs up there.
Oh, they're
So,
everywhere.
and they're like, yay.
Yes, it is. It's like we're
Yeah.
just waiting to join the party at this point because they're working, but they're so excited and they've been waiting for this for a very long time.
So long. And they've
So
been trying to help, with the frequency for so long.
yes.
And I mean, think about all the work that they've done
Oh yeah.
in humanity. It's amazing.
It
So grateful for them and can't wait to meet them.
Yes, and I mean, it's just the information and the knowledge that they're bringing forth and bringing through, and that's kind of my next step is starting to do videos and channeling with them, and with a lot of healing tips and just a lot of things that I've learned from them. So that's kind of coming, but this was really the first piece to all of it because they're like, okay, we're ready. Let's do this.
Yeah. No, they've been ready for a little while, but I don't feel like they've been able to get this close because we haven't been as close as we are to them. And this last weekend was a huge push.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
Huge.
I've been feeling the pressure changes or the time in my ears will go, I can't hear out of one ear for like 10 seconds. It's crazy
Yeah.
how
Yeah,
intense.
I've had a lot of weird forehead stuff over the last couple of days. And I know that we're upgrading in big ways right now. The dog's
Yes.
excited.
He's totally excited. Can you hear him? He's
Yeah.
like, I want to talk about
Yeah. So, and I know they're like right around us right now too. I felt them in the kitchen a little while ago. I didn't see them, but also I know I wouldn't concentrate if they were standing in front of me. I wouldn't be able to talk to you guys. So, but I can feel them. They really are excited to participate with us. And as that
and
happens, we're
co-create.
just going to keep growing.
Exact and co-create with them and
Ah,
just as long as you set your intention that and tell your soul, your higher self, that you only consent to connecting with beings that are in and for your best and highest good. And that's really all that is here now. And all of your group, your show, I mean, you guys have done the inner work, your vibration, but make sure that you are strong in your choices, and it is your choice on who, when, what, where, it is yours. And this is part of being sovereign. And so, you definitely want to set boundaries. Sometimes I'm like, not now, like when my third eye first opened, I couldn't control it. And it was, I mean, at night, it was hard to get up to go to the restroom because I couldn't see because it was all these swirling, swooshing colors. So I'm like having to feel I couldn't shut it off for like the first, I don't know, 3 or 4 days. It was fun, don't get me wrong, but it was different. But you can tell your body, your soul, the galactic, same thing, like not now, or turn it down a little bit, or could we do it this way? Because we're co-creating all of it. So participate.
yeah, ask them to come when you feel comfortable too, when you're in a really good state of mind. And I think that will really help. I feel like we're going to see a whole lot of stuff over this next week in the sky. April's going to be very exciting, and just roll with it. I feel like we're ready to let go
Yes.
of what we've known in the past and go forward into something new, and start talking to your subconscious and letting go of all those old ideas that will help.
Absolutely. And then also, if you want, kind of get clear on your desires, because the galactics are saying the universe is is a giving universe. It is a benevolent, loving universe. So whatever you desire is trying to come to you, right? It's dropping the expectation. It's really surrendering, but also being firm in what you desire. And
Yeah.
that's what, the law of one talks about, being firm in what you desire. So set how you would like to see them and when you would like to see them. And, raising your vibration, do the work to get there through grounding, through, like I said, spending time with an animal, listening to music, dancing, whatever it is to raise your vibration to help them. And then set those parameters, because seeing them for the first time, you're kind of like, whoa,
Yeah. I was,
So,
I was like,
yeah,
close my eyes. Nope, cannot ready.
totally. Yeah. At first, when they had first appeared, they had called me outside and they woke me up from a dream. And they're funny. I was at like a dinner, like a club restaurant, and they made me go to the bathroom in my pants in the middle of this like club restaurant, right? To wake me up to go outside.
Your dream.
So
Yeah.
I'm like, really, guys? Like, okay. So they're like, hee hee. And that was the first time they were going to show themselves to me in the flat. And I got nervous, and they were like, it's okay, we'll do it another time. And so they're really sensitive to, your reaction. So think about how you want them to show up, because, everything is telepathy with them. So that they read how you're feeling, they know what's going on. It's not like you can hide it.
No. And there's even stones there. It's coming in. There's stones you can wear. So
Yes.
lepidolite, which is like this
Mm,
really purpley one. You
beautiful.
can wear that. You can wear Larimer. There's a lot of stones that will make your nervous system a little more mellow, and that would help. But mostly, imagine it, get used to it on your own, so that when you actually do see them, you won't be so shocked. Like you.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh, they are saying, so the way that we've kind of worked this out, because I like to have, when I see them, when they call me out, right, they'll tell me, or they'll tell me through my dogs also, right, where it's like, it's time to go outside. We need to go outside. And then usually they'll, they're right there, they'll come in, or I'll be messing around, filming energy bubbles, and they'll show up. And so we have like dance parties, and then I come in and sit down, and usually we'll channel messages. But recently I've been drawing a lot of, light language and activations, and they're asking if you would like me to share some of those for everyone in the audience. Okay. And
Let
they're
me
saying
change
this
the
will,
view so your side can be a little bigger.
okay. They're actually saying that some of these codes will help prepare your physical vessels for contact. So I'm going to kind of do this as like a slideshow. There's kind of a few of them, but can you see it right? Okay.
Yeah, maybe raise it up a little higher. There you go. Cool.
Okay. I'm going to do a few of these.
Yeah, look at all that movement, you guys. Like, that's the way the universe works, with all that movement. Ooh, I love the feather.
Can you see the writing at the top? It's like
Yeah.
cut off for me at the, so, okay, good.
Yeah.
These are galactic activation keys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel that.
No, they're like, I was just gonna do a few of them, and they're like, no, go through them. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that last one was a huge one. That flower is such a thing, man. Beautiful.
These remind me of the star forts.
Yeah. Ooh, that's like an ET's energy.
Yeah. Yes. Can you feel it? Like, feel it? This kind of picture of the astral.
Mm-hmm.
And I go through these portals when sometimes we'll have meetings, and like on their ships or wherever, but I'll go through these portals and they're all, color is frequency. So they're always different.
Yep.
So if you're starting to see portals, sometimes you'll see grids in there. Sometimes they're swirling. Sometimes I see sacred geometry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have one of these on the back. I
Oh,
mean, like, kind of
fabulous.
like, he's like crazy. And then I think nope, I think that was the last one. Yeah, that was
Okay. I love that.
awesome.
Love it.
I was gonna
Yeah.
show today.
And if you're inspired to draw right now, you're basically anchoring stuff in to this reality that we've created, that humanity's created. Go for it. I don't know how intense, like, it's so intense to get pushed to draw right now, for me anyway. And I know you're doing it a ton. And
Yeah.
it's, when it's time to draw, it's time to sit down and draw. Like, there's no,
Yes.
yeah. And they want us to anchor energy in here because it helps lift us up. So think of us as
Yes.
like an island, and what we're doing is we're pulling strings of energy down and we're anchoring them here, and then that's lifting us up. So it's lifting the reality up.
Yes. And anything you can do, whether it's an experience of or a desire that you have, a manifestation, but doing whatever it is to anchor it into this physicality right now will help it and will help the universe bring it to you quicker.
Yeah.
So in your body within this, yeah, it's crazy. Everything's just like moving so fast right now. It's so fun.
It is. Manifestation is kicked in to be very quick, as
Yes.
long as you can remain clear and release it. Like, you gotta release, you guys. And that's part of the resistance, I think, with manifestation, is people won't release. They won't trust.
And I think,
First will
yeah,
take.
and I think that was the infiltration, right? You had to keep writing it down and writing it down, and then
Yeah.
you never would release it.
Right. I mean,
Yeah.
all you need is 60 seconds. 60
Right.
seconds of a really deep feeling, excitement, and love of whatever it is you're manifesting, and then just let it go.
And that it's already here, right? End
Yeah.
result. End result. And the more detail that you feel in those 60 seconds,
Mhm.
the more detail you're going to get in the way that it will show up. Don't control the way, oh, it's got to come this way to get here.
Yeah.
Don't take, end result exactly how you want it to see, and feel that it's already there. Because then once you release it, that's the energies that we're even seeing, the push, the pull, the yin
And
and
as you're
yang.
happier and kind of remaining neutral, about all of the things in your life, if you're remaining neutral, then it's just going to happen faster as you
Yes.
go forward, because your vibration is matching whatever it is that you're putting out there, whatever you put out.
And really, they're actually saying a great way to help you to remain neutral is you can think of them like like the thought bubbles, and put your thoughts into, and make the bubbles clear, and put your thought in each one. Like, something's coming up when you're trying to tap in or go into meditation, but you want to get into that state of neutrality to connect with the galactics as well.
Mm-hmm.
So neutrality, but in love also, right? So you want to get everything else out and then just have that feeling in your body. So, but that's a good way to say, if things come up, put it in a bubble, clear bubble, and then close, put it in a room and close the door. And that helps kind of get you into that and out of your mental body.
Yeah. Like, we make a lot of noise in our head.
Yeah.
And when you can let go of the noise, like I've noticed over the last several months, the noise has gone away for me.
Yes.
So it's a beautiful place to be, kind of blank in there. You're not thinking about your next thing that you have to do, and what do you have to do after this, and all this constant chatter in your head. It's really starting to fade for people.
So much.
Yeah.
So
Feels so good. Because then
it's
you're
so
making
good.
room too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. In that quiet space and that observer perspective, but it's just, and connecting with your physical body, with your breath to get out of your mental body, because,
Mhm.
being in that present moment is also, another big piece of this game. And that's how we control this game, is from the present moment. And it's so beautiful to see, especially this whole new group of people that are awaking to this new reality. It's just so
Yeah.
fun.
It is so fun. And we've all been on ships, most likely.
Yes.
Either in this physical body, which, like, if you think about the ETs, they have organic ships. We are in an organic ship. So that's why it's called a vessel, because it's your container for your consciousness while you're here in this reality. And we're doing a lot of fun stuff in these ships, and they're upgraded. So all that is left is to kind of open the window, so that we can see what's really going on.
Exactly. To see our
Yeah.
real reality.
Yeah. I mean, it's so exciting right now. And today, that doorway that was opened was so big. And I would definitely look forward to a lot of activity this week, because it's
Definitely. Yeah.
a lot of energy.
I
Yeah.
know. So exciting.
Oh, it's so good.
That's
And
so good.
I love the way, because Erin and I have been in the same house together before. And she's like, come outside, they're here, and we ran outside and we could see them. And it was just so much fun. Like, allow it to be fun.
Yes.
Allow all the stuff to be fun, and allow yourself to have more fun. Your inner child is going to be able to flourish if you just let go a little bit. We've really taken Ascension very, very seriously.
Right.
And it's time to actually enjoy it now.
Yeah. It's time for the fun part, guys. Like, we did it. We made it.
Yeah. We really have come through so much, and it's
Oh,
so easy to clear things now. So, just keep looking for the tools if you're not clearing things easily. And I have a lot of tools on my website for you guys to clear, but clearing shadows, welcoming them home, letting their trauma go away. All this stuff that has been so difficult to heal in the past is now so much easier. And it's
oh,
helping us elevate, like, in big ways.
yes. Totally. Drop the backpack. We don't need it anymore.
Mm-mm, we
No,
really don't.
no.
So, what else are they saying right now? They seem very ecstatic. I can
They're very
feel their energy. Yeah.
um it was last night. I think on our last video, it was right before that also, but last night I was called into ceremony, and I was doing, this, like, I end up doing this spontaneous dance, and a lot of it is in, like, those, circle movements with my body,
Mhm.
and channeling the energy, from the galactics and into earth, and working with her, but also up and out from all the inner earth beings. So it's, going both ways. It's so magical. It's so magical right now.
Yeah.
And so if you haven't tried to do, some, like, type of movement or expression with your body, I would recommend trying that, because it's so freeing, and you can feel your vessel, your body raise in vibration when you work with the energy that way. So
Yeah.
I would recommend that.
And it'll activate all those crystals, all that crystalline structure that you have in your body, just by movement. And it doesn't have to be hard movement. Like, it's
No.
not exercise, it's just moving around,
Yes,
So,
exactly. And, like, it's almost like, stretching in a way that's, like, fluid, that feels good, or like, qigong. and you connect, you start to move with the energy, this invisible field that, you know, is all around us that you can tap into and be physically moved by. And that, you know, helps you raise your vibration then to have contact with these beings. And also, it's not just, you know, the galactics, right? They're ones who are stepping forward very much right now. But remember, it's like, I know you and Mia had spoke about the whales.
Mhm.
There was a gentleman, and he was a whale trainer, and he had a telepathic connection with a whale. And this whole pod of whales and the collective consciousness really of this group of whales started communicating with him. And they said, be at this beach on this day at this time, bring all the news, bring all the photographers, right? And so he's like, okay, I'm gonna do this. And he had communicated with this whale about this for years, this consciousness, which is, you know, a lot of Lemurian, but it could be.
Yeah.
And all right, noon on whatever it was this Saturday, they all came and stuck their heads up out of the water. And just, it was like, you know, so all of those magical things are happening. So if you're called through animals right now,
Mhm.
they're shapeshifters as well. So sometimes they will appear as animals. They've appeared to me as
Mhm.
raccoons, as coyotes before. So they're, you know, they will appear that way as well. So it's really feeling the difference. And that's one of the ways they're saying that they will be coming to some of you first is through animals. So notice it that way as well, because
Mhm.
that will help you recognize their frequency. So it's not kind of so shocking when they're coming in. It's not so foreign.
Right. And pay attention to
Yeah.
your pets too.
Yes.
They'll see them. They'll know that they're there. I know that mine have seen them very
Oh,
easily. And then I'm like, what's going on? Is there an ET in the room? You know, and they're just like focused.
mhm.
And
They cannot move their eyes. Oh, we had
so,
made like a fairy garden. And my first rescue, my small one, she's part of my dragon oversoul, which I know a lot of people's pets are,
mhm,
who are connected with the dragons. But right when we were finished with this whole fairy garden, she ran up the stairs into this area, and we had poured a little crystal path, and she stopped at the path and she put her face down and stood there perfectly still. And then I closed my eye, and I could see, and they were petting her, and then she'd wag her tail, and this went on for 10 minutes. And so the fairies, she was watching and playing with the fairies. It's like, it's
mhm.
so have fun, whatever you've got to do to bring that, you know, childlike wonder and joy back into everything. Speaking to the plants, flowers,
Mhm.
all
Follow
of
your
it.
heart and how you feel, and
Yes.
let go of what you see so much. And as you
What
do
you think.
that, it'll get easier and easier. And then pretty soon you'll see them.
Oh yeah, they're ready. They're so excited.
Yeah, they're so ready. I can feel there's a purple one that really wants to like be exposed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're all different colors and shapes and sizes.
Yes.
And one thing to remember is a lot of the insectoid um, ETs are very, very wonderful and very
Yes.
smart. And they've really helped the body, you know, heal the human body. So if you see one
Very.
of them first, try to regulate yourself, you know,
Yes.
because
Yes.
they really want to talk to us as well. And I feel like they've they feel they're worried that we're going to be afraid of them.
They got a bad rap. You know, the same thing with some of the, you know, reptoids,
Yeah.
which, you know, there was both. There was polarization, there was mind control there, you know. There's beautiful beings of all shapes and all sizes. The mantis beings, I mean, are incredibly wise
Mhm.
and have helped so much in so many densities and so many dimensions. And so they will show up as all sorts of different
Yeah.
beautiful, they're beautiful.
They
And
are.
I'm thinking a lot of eyes, you know, because when I close my eyes and, you know, I'll just kind of watch like the field of creation and I see a lot of eyes, you know, and they'll show up as different colors. Some are bright blue and I've seen like, you know, sacred geometry or sparkle, you know, like diamond fireflies and it's
Mhm.
amazing. And that kind of makes you think, like they say, right? The soul is through the eyes.
Well, it really is because
Yeah.
it's a portal. Your eyes
Yeah.
are a portal that go in, you know, and I really think what we see is more dependent upon the brain, and
Mhm.
the eyes are an actual portal. And some people have healed their eyes in like a day. So I'm getting more and more excited about my eyeballs lately. Um,
And you know, swiping castor oil on them at night too.
yeah,
Don't do it with contacts in, by the way, but
no.
that helps.
But you really want to just relax about the idea of seeing them and invite them to become part of your life as far as speaking to you, maybe doing something together, helping you with your project, whatever it is. But
Exactly.
think of them as your friends versus, because we're all, you know, we're all consciousness,
Yes.
and they really want to interact with us. And we've been the ones that everybody's been focused on elevating so that the universe can change. And we're in that right now. Like the universe is really changing.
It is.
So we're not going to have the third and the fourth density anymore. We're going to go forward and everything is going to be the fifth density and above. So we're really coming into such an amazing time right now. Every day is more fun.
It is. Oh, it is. And after, I mean, you know, it's not slowing down. The quickening, I mean, it's just, it's we're moving forward.
We
You can
are.
see it in all areas. And you know, a lot of people are getting a lot of different videos of things going on. So just remember to look up. Look up.
Yeah. Look up, invite them to show themselves to you, and, you know, regulate your energy. That's what I'd say.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely. Right. And release your expectation as well.
Yeah. Maybe they
Yeah.
just pop in and say hello and then they leave. Like, you're not necessarily going to have a 20-minute or an hour-long
No.
conversation. So the first time they come in, it's going to be quick, probably.
It
And that's
usually is quick. They kind of want to get the measure, right? So they'll kind of come and also get used to your energy and yours to theirs. So, you know, they're around us all the time because, you know, we can see a fraction of the light spectrum, but just really knowing what and who those, you know, these beings are and what they feel like to us.
right.
Yeah.
One thing I think we need to remember is that we never actually left heaven. So we're in the same realm that they are in. It's just we haven't been able to see them because we've been blind to them. So that's part of what's changing.
Exactly.
And they're,
And our inner knowings.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And our inner, you know, it was like when there was materials that, you know, people didn't recognize or hadn't seen before, wouldn't see anything, you know, or they would, you know, see something there that was strange. Like if they saw a you know, big ship, you know, coming in off the ocean and they hadn't seen metal, it would look different to them, you know, they couldn't see it. And so that's just kind of this like adjustment period, but we're really through that adjustment period now. Kind of, it's like, you know, they're ready. They're like, if you want to see us, they're like, if you want to see us, we're ready to show ourselves to you.
Yeah. Yeah. And I feel like even if somebody else that's like in the same room with you cannot see them, you will be able to see them if you're ready.
Yes.
So, you know, and you can
Yes.
also speak to them mind to mind. So don't feel like, maybe your husband's over watching the TV and you're in the kitchen and they show up. Just talk to them in your mind.
Yes, all
And
telepathy.
yeah. And if the other person's not ready, then they won't even notice.
No, they
Mm.
won't. And the first time they had come in to show me that it was fully in this density, I had gone out to the beach, and I was with my friend at the time, and I would point because I could see where they were. They would come down and circle around. One was outside, and they're in like spacesuits, but inside there was all glass. I could see the shit. They would circle around, then one would go back up. I'd point at another, and he saw nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. So they can appear just, we each have our own individual specific frequency, and they can hone in right in on that. So they can appear to you and not to someone else, or they can appear differently as well.
Yeah.
So just releasing that expectation. But they're beautiful, and they're so excited to
They really
be
are.
a part of this.
So excited. This is so fun. So thank you so much for all the beautiful
Yeah.
footage. That was
Yeah.
fabulous. And I know that there's going to be more, so we'll come back on periodically. But share this video with your friends, you guys. Erin is getting ready to kind of embark on more and more sharing. So I'm going to get her information out to you guys, and just keep it in mind because we're going to be working with them, with the ETs, and that's who's going to help us continue to elevate. So, and they're also, remember, there's no hierarchy either. So they're here to be our friends. They're not here to boss us around. They're not here to say, I know better. They're here to show us things and to talk with us. And we're ready.
Our brothers and sisters. Yeah, they're our brothers and sisters. And they have so much knowledge, and thank you so much for giving me this platform to share. But I'm so excited. There's going to be more coming. Website, that sort of stuff is coming soon. But thank you so much for giving us the space to share.
Oh, I love it. And I just talk to them. I talk to them all the time, and they've been very busy these last few weeks and really working hard at keeping the frequency magnified and high. And they're ready. Like, they have the means now to meet with us. So
yes,
let's do it.
Time.
Yeah.
Do it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Erin. Yes. And make sure you follow her. I'm going to put her TikTok below. Okay.
Perfect.
Thank
okay,
you.
videos coming. Have a great day, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.